everybody. In this video I'd like to share my experience about how to reach out to influencers for collaboration as a brand. For the last year I contacted hundreds of influencers on LinkedIn with a goal to sponsor post campaigns for my B2B SaaS site checker. And at first I use two tools for the purpose. The first one is like Airtable, the Google Sheets on steroids, where I collect all information by influencers. It's a link to the profile, amount of influencers, the primary language, etc., and basic LinkedIn search. So I just enter the head of SEO, or SEO freelancer, and in this way I looked for people. After the first campaigns, I found that we had a couple issues with our workflow. The first one, we didn't check the engagement rate, and I found then that often it's more important than amount of influencers. So after that I decided that I have to add a specific column, like the engagement level, to see how valuable this influencer for us. The second problem was we spent too much time collecting all the data. So I have to find it in LinkedIn search, then enter the name, the amount of influencers, the link to the profile, etc., and it takes time. Considering that we contacted almost 500, it was a big waste of time. And the third problem was that we didn't know what prices to offer for influencers from different countries and different metrics, considering the metrics of engagement and amount of followers. So we had some budget, but we didn't know what price is good enough for people with different impact. So what I changed in my workflow, I saw more and more the Favicon influencer marketing platform. I decided to try it, and it catched my eye because Favicon created an algorithm to rank influencers based on their impact and growth rate in different countries and industries. And I saw it on LinkedIn everywhere. Every person who won some place in this rating, they shared it, and it very interesting because it felt like people really see it as a good rating, as a trusted rating. And I decided I should try it. So after a few days of tests, we subscribed to the standard plan because I found it's really valuable for us, and I saw a huge boost in our speed of finding the right people in different countries. And two things help us in this. The first one is like the discover tool. It's like when I enter the ACO niche, which I have like great filters. For example, to find somebody who write only about ACOs, like it's a primary niche, and it's a really great value because you quickly filter everybody who write SEO sometimes. Then I can choose like all social medias or only one. In my case, I need only LinkedIn, regions, etc., languages, and a couple like premium filters, newsletter, and so on and so on. And it helps a lot to find the right people. The second one thing, it was and it's like it's filters, but they also have like a huge influencer database, because I looked in different countries of Europe, and I found influencers even in small countries. So it helps. The other thing that I found valuable was the social media profile analysis. For example, let's take some of the, for example, we have an influencer, and here's the unified profile, like a picture from all social platforms. In this case it's Instagram and LinkedIn. Sometimes people also have YouTube, Twitter, and Favicon unified it in one profile. And there are many great information, but for me the most important was that I see the frequency of posting and activity, last time activity on the specific social media, so I can check whether this influencer is really active, really work hard to publish with discipline the content, to engage the audience, etc. And then I have the engage rate. It's something in previous life I need to check the last 3 posts of influencers to make sure it has to measure the influence, to measure the engagement rate. It has 3 likes or 10 likes, it has comments, and all these questions I have to ask. and to make my decision whether it's good engagement rate or not. And here I already have the answer. And the third part of this table I like the most is like the cost estimation per post. It helps a lot in negotiation because we now have a clear framework how to run a negotiation with the influencer and explain why we choose this price to work with them. Okay, so we solved the couple of issues here: how to find influencer fast and how to check whether they're a good fit for our brand and whether they have a good engagement rate and what price we should offer them, etc. But after that, we find two new big problems. First one, we didn't get a response from good influencers too often. And the second one, we spent too much time handling payments and sending the same content to many influencers. So especially the hardest part was getting a response from influencers from Northern Europe and Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark, etc. I don't know why. Maybe just people don't visit social media as much as other people, or maybe just don't like to communicate. I don't know. My previous approach was I wrote to these influencers on LinkedIn messages. Yeah, I assumed that if influencer is active on LinkedIn, it's okay for him or her to communicate via LinkedIn messages. But anyway, we didn't get a reply from 294 influencers among the 57 we reached. So it's more than half, yeah. And the only option I saw how to improve this process, how to improve the conversion to the reply, was to improve my own LinkedIn profile. Yeah, so I did a big job improving my banner, my description, posting the relevant content, etc. So my goal was to build the trust, yeah, and it helped. It helped a little bit, but we still had this problem. So the salvation came from where I least expected. It was the favicon, yeah, which we used. They launched a new feature called an influencer outreach tool, yeah. So, and yeah, they had the feature like to send email to verified creators sometime, and it's a great feature, but it's still like a one-to-one communication. In this day, they launched the campaign feature, yeah, a big campaign feature for brands where I can publish a campaign, for example, and like with some settings, yeah, and verified creators can apply to it. So I can, when I create it, I can choose different also social medias, regions. I can set up a price so influencers already will see my offer, yeah, different creator types, micro, macros, and etc. So I tested this feature and it looks awesome because it took me 2 days to get almost like 40 applications from motivated verified creators for my campaign. And another great thing that I can the payment profile and send all payments from one interface. I don't need create 20 tasks, financial tasks in Jira for our financial department, and this reduce a lot of friction for both sides, for influencers and for brands. And I found that it's something that completely changed our workflow. Yeah, so I saw which influencers apply to this campaign. I can review them, I can deny or improve them, yeah, and I also can communicate with them. It's a real marketplace. It's much easier than using the personal LinkedIn, yeah, especially when in LinkedIn you have many partners and many customers, and you will add influencers and it will be hard to find them then, yeah. So this is a great feature. I highly recommend you to try it, and if you have any questions you can write them in the comments to this video. I will share more.